All right, so a couple weeks ago I made a video making this chick crate here, and I have about 30 birds in here, and I really think they're way too cramped in here. So these white chicks I have in here, these are meat birds, and some of them aren't doing too good. They're having a hard time walking. I don't know if I'm overfeeding them too much. I've never had them before, so I don't know if they're just too cramped in here, or I really need a bigger area for these guys. So I'm going to take all these laying hens out of here, and I'm going to leave just the meat birds so I can feed them accordingly and feed them maybe a little bit less. So I got an area set up for them. I have a horse trailer. I'm going to try and seal that up and put all these laying hens in there. So let's start sealing that up. Alright, so here's the trailer I'm going to be using to put those chicks in. For the most part here, it's actually sealed up pretty well. Got ticks on me. So you can see a lot of the windows already have, you know, something covering them up so that the raccoons or whatever don't get in here. Got a couple on this side I got to fill in. And the floor for the most part is pretty good. You can see I got a couple big holes down in here. This really needs a new floor, but I'm just going to kind of patch all these holes up for the time being. Replacing this whole floor is a different project for a different day, but yeah, so I'm going to start by cleaning this floor out and patch up some of these holes. Alright, that's not pretty, but that is sealed up. It's got a couple more here, little one there, so. Yeah! Alright, I'd say this floor is probably as good as I'm going to get it. I had a big gap underneath here where this big door swings open. So I got a 2x4 and then a couple pallet slats there. So that filled that in pretty good. I mean, there's a small gap there, but there's one gap here I should probably fill in, but yeah, I'd say the floor is probably done. Got that pretty well sealed. So I got some wire that I used to make the chick crate out of. I'm just going to run that up here. It's 3 feet long, so I think I got enough. I don't think this is more than 3 feet. Cover that span. And to secure it, I'm just going to get some wire and kind of like this here, and just tie it around here so I can take it off someday. was gonna use wire to tie that down, but I got some big strong zip ties here. That seems a lot easier. Maybe. All right, this trailer is ready to go. I put some more wire here on the windows. So every hole in here is filled in. So hopefully nothing gets in here and they can't get out. So I'm gonna put down some bedding and move them in here. But before I get them brought in here, I'm going to set up their water and their feeder. I'm going to find a spot here somewhere to hang it so that it stays up off the ground there. Alright, that should be pretty good. I can raise or lower that if I need to. I like to put a clip on here just so I can easily take this off and clean it out because they make a mess. So. Well, I found the water already. Guess that's a good height for him. Alright, I'm happy with this. There's a lot more room in here for them. I've got it sealed up pretty well, I hope. And I gotta get to work here today. I'm doing this in the morning. Kind of short on time, but I want to set up some roosting posts for them, seeing as they're trying to fly already. So it's just somewhere they can roost at night, but I got to get to work right now. Alright, so I just got home here from work, and these guys have been in here all day and they're doing pretty good. So I had an idea here what I'm going to do for a little roosting post. Is I had an old piece of rebar, and I just kind of drilled a hole through some 2x4s. Just kind of slid that through there. Got one on the other side. And then I'm just going to take some screws and screw it on the wall here. I'm not going to go too high, probably just a foot off the ground or so. Just somewhere they can get up to for now. So last thing I want to do is I just want to get a light in here for these guys. Luckily the barn's right there, so I just ran an extension cord. And I got a light here, so let me get that hung up in there somewhere. Alright, I got that light on there. It's always good just to have a light on your chickens, I think. Especially when they're small like this. I have that hooked up to a GFI too, so if that breaks or that old light there blows up or whatever, doesn't short everything out in here or whatever, start a fire or something. Knock on wood. Yeah, these guys are good to go here. I think they're liking this new spot a lot better. They got way more room. And this should last them quite a while in here. The reason why I want to put them in this trailer is the idea is I want to make some sort of fence so that I can open the door here and let them actually go outside and go on the grass. And they're on a trailer here, so I can just move them around to different spots and keep rotating them into pastures too, so they can get some free range as well. But they're a little small for that yet, and the idea was just to get them in here for now. So. All right, hopefully these meat birds, these broilers, will start growing a little bit better here now that they're all by themselves. I actually switched their feed. I got an actual meat chicken feed. I was just giving them the chick starter basically, just like all the others. So hopefully that's got more nutrition and what they need, probably higher in protein. I guess I didn't really know what I was getting into with these Cornish rocks. I never raised them before, and it seems like it's kind of a science raising these things right. But hopefully they'll bounce back around here now they got more room and the proper feed and lots of water.